Urgent! Niners fan! Look at what just happened! Nobody saw this coming, huh? But first, make sure to subscribe to the channel because we bring you daily videos with the latest Niners news, and don't forget to turn on notifications so you don't miss anything. 49ers reveal offseason plan through free agent signings. A part of the 49ers offseason plan has been revealed through the free agents they have signed. Another unrecognizable player has been signed by the 49ers. This time it is former Dolphins cornerback Siran Neal. It seems the 49ers are blind to adding prominent players in free agency in favor of special teams role players. Neal was regarded as a special teams ace for the Dolphins last season. Given how horrendous the 49ers were on that side of the ball, it makes sense why they'd add Neal. Free agency has been extremely underwhelming for the 49ers. It's to be expected given their limited cash spending plan this offseason. That explains the low-cost free agents added. However, aside from the limited cash, the 49ers have revealed another offseason plan through their free agent signings. That plan is to significantly improve the special teams unit. I'd imagine this was always a point of emphasis when the 49ers season ended, but I think it increased in importance when Kyle Shanahan was questioned about his value of special teams at his exit press conference. He didn't take that question too kindly despite being an extremely fair one. Shanahan pushed back immediately on that question before John Lynch intervened to save him. I mean, what do you mean by I don't take interest in special teams? I bet Shanahan will refer to this question when he gets asked about the special teams additions in free agency. They have made that a clear plan from day one. 3 free agents they have added are proven impactful special teams players. As stated earlier, Neal is an anchor on special teams. Before he was brought in, the 49ers signed safety Richie Grant and linebacker Luke Gifford. They were special teams contributors last season. It's also possible cornerback Trey Brown and safety Jason Pinnock will dabble there too if they cannot find a role on defense. The options are there for the 49ers. That is all they want, is to bring him a string of players who can immediately make their special teams unit competent. I'd imagine special teams coach Brant Boyer has a large say in these signings. He has a great resume as a coach, so the 49ers would be wise to heed whatever he says. Covering and returning punts and kicks should be vastly improved next year. I wouldn't be surprised if the 49ers signed at least one more player to boost the unit. After that, they can fill the rest with rookies from this year's draft class. Pausing this news, just to say that if you want YouTube to keep recommending the latest Niners news to you, it's very important that you leave a like on this video. Thanks. Now let's get back to the news. 49ers sign CB Siran Neal. The 49ers secondary has witnessed plenty of turnover during free agency, and another new face is incoming. Veteran corner and special teams ace Siran Neal is finalizing a 2-year deal with San Francisco, Cameron Wolfe of NFL Network reports. The move is now official. Neal has spent his entire career in the AFC East to date, playing with the Bills from 2018-23 and then the Dolphins last season. He has made 114 appearances, but only handled 1 start during that time. Neal logged a career-high 84 snap share on special teams in 2024, but Barry Jackson of the Miami Herald notes the Dolphins did not make a serious push to retain him. On to Monday, Miami worked out a deal with fellow veteran corner Artie Burns. The former first-rounder has not developed as hoped on defense, but he will be able to contribute on special teams. Provided he does so, he will help replace the third-phase contributions lost by Neal's departure. The 30-year-old has handled triple-digit snaps on defense only 3 times so far in his career, and not since 2021. Neal has logged more than 2,000 special team snaps, however, and remaining a core player in that regard will no doubt be the expectation upon arrival in San Francisco. Improving in the third phase will be a goal for new special teams coordinator Brant Boyer in particular, and the 49ers in general for 2025. San Francisco has lost cornerback Charvarius Ward and safety Talanoa Hufanga to the Broncos on the open market, adding the likes of Trey Brown and Richie Grant as low-cost options who could replace them to an extent on defense. The team's secondary will now include Neal as well next season. Kyle Juszczyk breaks silence on resigning with 49ers after release. What did Kyle Juszczyk say about the off-season decisions with the 49ers? The San Francisco 49ers originally released fullback Kyle Juszczyk from the team early in the offseason. After speculation that Juszczyk would sign with a new team, the 12-year veteran resigned with San Francisco. Juszczyk signed a 2-year, $8 million contract and will remain with the 49ers next season. On Tuesday, the 33-year-old fullback explained exactly what transpired during the release and resigning with the organization. During a guest appearance on Sirius XM NFL Radio, Kyle Juszczyk claimed that the 49ers originally wanted to restructure his contract and give him a pay cut. Instead, Juszczyk opted to be released and test the market. Ultimately, he wanted to return to San Francisco, and the two sides negotiated a new deal. They put it in my court whether I wanted to be released or continue to negotiate a pay cut, Juszczyk said. I think it's good to see what your market is, so they gave me the opportunity to do that. Me and my agent, we went to work and we had some interested teams. We explored those possibilities. It was too much to leave home, he said. I wanted to be a Niner and we were able to get to a number I was comfortable with, and we made a deal and I couldn't be happier. The 49ers made numerous moves this offseason and have lost several key players in the process. However, they were able to keep Kyle Juszczyk on the team moving forward, offering stability in the backfield. Juszczyk is more than just a fullback for the 49ers, though. Not only does he serve as a lead blocker for running back Christian McCaffrey, but he also gets some run opportunities as well as receiving opportunities. The star fullback finished the 2024 campaign with 226 total yards and 3 total touchdowns. We should expect to see him on the field often next season, as he's one of the few veterans who returned to the roster despite being released. Some other notable players that left the 49ers roster include Dre Greenlaw, Talanoa Hufanga, both signed with the Denver Broncos, Deebo Samuel traded to the Washington Commanders, Maliek Collins signed with the Cleveland Browns, and Javon Hargrave signed with the Minnesota Vikings. And now, Niners fan, I want to hear from you. What's your opinion on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I don't know if you know this, but your opinion matters a lot for Niners. I'll be back any moment with more Niners news.